Okay, welcome back to my class. So today we'll discuss a new chapter, and that is measures of central tendency. So let us see this measures of central tendency gives us a single representation of the whole data, and these measures of central tendencies are having different measures such as mean, then median, mode, and quantile. So let us start this measures of central tendency. We'll take one by one. The most common measures of central tendency is the mean or the arithmetic mean or the averages. So let us start these measures of central tendency. I have already written central tendency is a single figure that represents the whole mass of data. It means single figure that represents the whole mass of data. So here let us see there are different measures of central tendency. Measures, we can say this measures of central tendency. Central tendency. There are different measures of there. First one is mean. Second one is median, and third one is mode, and fourth one is, we can say, quartile. So we'll discuss quartiles. We'll discuss one by one. Let us start this mean. So mean, this mean is also known as arithmetic mean. Mean is also known as average. So how can we define? So it is defined as the sum of values of all the observations divided by the number of observations. So sum of the values, it is defined as the sum of values of all the observations divided by the number of observation. So let us see this different observations are there. Let us see this there are n number of observations, and these observations are, suppose, x1, x2, x3, x4, this goes on xn. It means this n number of observations are there. Then how can we find out the mean, or how can we find out the arithmetic mean? How can we find out the average? So let us see this arithmetic mean. Mean is denoted by x bar. So this is x bar. X bar is the symbol denoted for mean. So x bar will be equal to x1 plus x2 plus x3 plus this will go up to xn, and whole divided by n. It means that this is the sum of observation divided by number of observation. So we can write, let us see, this is sum of observation divided by number of observation. This is xi. So x bar is equal to summation of xi divided by n. Next thing is the let us see calculation of arithmetic mean. How the arithmetic mean is calculated. So next one is calculation of mean. So calculation of mean, or let us see arithmetic mean also. It is called a calculation of arithmetic mean. So arithmetic mean can be calculated for individual series and for the discrete series as well as for the continuous series. We'll discuss one by one. Let us take the first one is in discrete individual series. Let us take individual series. This individual series is also called ungrouped data. Ungrouped data. So individual series, if individual series are given in the whole numbers, let us say the value jumps from one value to another. So suppose this individual series are given, then how can we find out the means arithmetic mean? Here also we'll use different method. Let us see, this first method is direct method. We can use direct method, and second we can use let us see assume mean method. Assumed mean method. So here let us see direct method. This x bar will be equal to, this is sum of xi divided by n. And in assume method, let us see this x bar will be, a direct method, the formula is x bar is equal to sum of xi divided by n. And assume mean method, x bar is equal to a plus sum of d divided by n. Let us take one numerical question in order to explain this concept. In our NCERT book, one numerical example is given. Let us solve that example. Example number 1 is given on page number 60. This is example 1 is given, and here it is given, calculate arithmetic mean. Calculate arithmetic mean from the data. From the data showing marks. Showing marks of students. Of students in a class. In a class. In an economics test. So let us see, one test was conducted in a class, and there were 5 students in a class, and they have secured marks like this: 40, 50, then 55, then 78, then 58. So how can we calculate arithmetic mean? Let us see this arithmetic mean. How can we calculate? You are knowing in the solution, 2 methods are there. One is direct method. Direct method. In the direct method, this x bar is equal to sum of xi. It means this 40, 50, 55, 78, and 58. This and whole divided by 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 5 number of students are there, and let us see, the sum will be taken and it will be divided by the total number of students. Here, if you add, this is coming 281 divided by 5, and this is coming, let us see, this is 56.2. So 56.2 is the average marks and obtained by the students. So average marks obtained by the students is 56. So this is the direct method. Let us see this next one is assume mean method. In the assume mean method, we have to assume one value from the observation. So let us see, number B is assume mean method. Assumed mean method. So in the assume mean method, I have already written the formula. X bar is equal to A plus sum of D divided by N. Let us see this here. A means assume mean. D means, let us see, this D is equal to X minus A. X minus A. So X is the observation. Suppose in the solution here we can take X and we can take D. D is equal to X minus A. Here we have to take, this is 40, 50, 55, and 78, and then 58. 8. This is the observation given. We have to assume 55 as A. A is assumed to be 55. Then let us see 40 minus 55. So 40 minus 55, it will be minus 15. The 50 minus 55, it will be minus 5. 55 minus 55, it will be 0. Then 78 minus 55, so it will be plus 23. And 58 minus 55, it will be 3. So here you can take the sum minus 20. Here it will be plus 26. And you can find out the value of sum of D. Sum of D will be 26 minus 20. It is so 6. So you can put in this formula. X bar is equal to A plus sum of D divided by N. N is the number of observation. A is given, let us see, we have assumed this is A. A is 55, we can write 55. This D is 6 and this is N is 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So 55 plus this will divide, this will come, let us say 6 divided by 5. So this will be 1, 0, 2, 1.2. So this is also 56.2. So this is the two methods used for the calculation of arithmetic mean for the individual series. I think this method is clear to all of you. Okay, thank you.